sorry. And I say the camano, lady I'm over tifo. Omuna kwami aye kwami.
Amen.
Ti yeho.
Omini wanka mini ho.
Omuni wanka oni ho.
Anope me hu headlines bebre bia udin eka hu foni ka hu fefefe o share publisher say NPP has done the most for teachers. Education Minister here the finder teachers better off under Nanado and also foni ewaha o share daily guide that we have done well for teachers Napo foni ewaha at the end of my teacher fonti anope o share daily statesman Ekufuado has recruited 93,702 teachers, more to follow says Napo. One newspaper Bebra's Daily Searchlight. NPP has done the most for teachers. Education Minister Napo again my teacher Funtia Obohu de Rodinding. Medasi. Sir, what was our friend Fidisu? That's it.
This is no me because the Ministry of Information for Ejumamudi National Building Nation Builders Corps.
Nako.
Mudi to a D, Mudi to a bansenim, no man, and I do not Ekufuado by why na ebese be na watch any fa and I'm Koka the aye adan IEC free KG Kodu University that IEC from KG to university Tienra no musa to musa from say meka the NPP crampo sebi a dear ni I am a teacher for ti because church someone no say the kwame this the jawa there they swallow is there school homes and semi Mampayina na the dan Ekufuado the jabi be mfie and 90 it is akunta buadru so why be you nkubu akunta me no say me ye aku amaka adwuma pa na na dan Ekufuado aye eti akudie say kwabi odi asa abode bi ko shewfi na the boss odim so the boss wa oyiri twema obeka udru fie pe kama yo ko chesi akukọ akubeka akura okra chi no beka eti no say you busa teacher for once ba me na bigina trainer no e na na do ti no say be che ko be ye no mapi the di kan person be che say the dey beto ye ma betsa o fidi anima kan alpha sabe di odimanim ansa na me ba na no pokwa ba buka to a odo achrochro no no di jame ene kaburu di jame eti eno ade na teacher for one some teacher de nko na meka timi yi bebre ye ba ye no ye to say teacher for esua de abe teacher for ye sorry da ko pe President Mahama say we try teacher training allowance one yado or say book and research allowance so a university teacher for also just why say kwabra dey we trim in fact o kan ya say we trim na so bu ntwa baba no kra omunya dey omunjai enche bia so tia odo ase afedi oba obeto aso neso odwe hu sase kan ode beto aso do odwe hu say ode be dey ode be fa teacher for and so ode be ma omumu ko school teacher kwabi na teacher for abrabo aye dia say o hwe nkola na teacher for the choba dey na o results na be ma hu say nkola dey sua dey no it was so bad okay say Ghana ye so hwe bi e dey akruba ko 76 ye dey last pizza ye dey last no anka say o ba ko school no area o be fa teacher man no aboa ba dey ahwehwe wa de kontia akola na area na so on dey ko school ye dey e say so hwe de ye je bi ti free pizza you said ya to ball aba na dia kwa go prabaso na ekofo bibire baba dia che
na ma selection
yes o crowd ball but jira che kwa bu jira che na usu na ya na ball control down time one dia
away bass
e bi dey enkola wo ha bia edwuko ekoye wasi bia kwa be emu adunu entimi ampase English wo ha bia edikoye nkunta emu aduanan num entimi ampase in fact ye fa P2 for wo Ghana nyina 100 ko te ye o mu sohwe mienu pe and it be drew and sorry I was a P2 need to be now and Jokrum or tree and pass. You will over pieces I don't want to be true with the Ghana.
On to me,
teacher for 100 days and also because about 27 teacher absenteeism was 27%. Our pass, our failure rate at WASI English was 20%. Our failure rate in mathematics was 45%. Only 2% of primary 2 pupils could achieve comprehension at that level. Additional teacher for the dear boo deepening. The better when your time I could check on another day. It's a buy no and that Kokufado day Suapon share means time. No, so we call for manifesto. No, me share and one mama for teacher for Kwame, Omakanoma P. That they did Dimukra, a bonus said, Obviously, my teacher, I a crabeshe, ama teacher, a dieno, a pejadimu, ama Obia will say, yes, teacher. Hey, teacher said the okay doctor, lawyer. Not just say no beer, open a beer went to be uncle Boku school so could say teacher. Do I hear the pay so you teacher me? Do I hear the person or your doctor the call medical school? Do a person or your lawyer the call law school? Also your accountant the call accountancy school. Sign the person, do a person or your teacher here they call teaching school. And just say so open university be a call no one to be no one for sir, but shadow and another the share. And che nansa pepe nansani and a group 35 years you call a survey in Ghana for the year survey global teacher status for the global teacher status you share in kura who did teacher for me how my say ya a diploma teacher for Ghana for the year it is second after China. That means 3 years as somebody show manifesto will say bayano. And who started that dance say and mama for say Ghana for you we are and pa or would the teacher for me.
At the end of my entire would the teacher for me.
It say President Kofo Emreso. Not teacher for a doors who pay a certificate any people teacher. Obairo be pay Uncle Trading College. Obairo be pay and also your people teacher that means Unkuta Krate be eyes on nam when him hayana Okura classroom said no Opoku at American. So by the teacher for no be to be Fabi and 3 months by and I say there be him pigeon. It will be by a UTDBE untrained teachers for diploma in basic education. To why you trained no Sako school yanko church or the page teacher phone. Certificate A for so also moon and fabrica home diploma students. Training college or page college of education. What I say, and all the teacher training allowance a buy. The oxygen say the warden. Nanaku for Dubai, what Peja College of Education, all the bachelor, what Yeno University College, what Peja diploma in what Yeno degree. And to say, Obi of the first training college, I have friend the College of Education, as they say, your friend the University College, you know, on Bob on team with the diploma. Because you will say diploma for the P-bar, Obi a person come ahead, or your top up and sandwich, no Peja, Obi a pay diploma. No. All the part ya page say I'm obi be free college say bia degree ya check colleges of education in Ama universities there education 5 say the competition in mrem all the part say the Prempeh for all the part
Prempeh Friday
oh say you call international competition Kwame robot fest Kwame obi tiano a local champion or kwa bochara the devil
and patch NSMQ presec NFI
and you know make a local competition
and a local competition
down tiana ya kotoko na ko caf na udribo ko FIFA udribo ya ko FIFA club world championship ya ko competition I don't know whatever Prempeh the mufua mo play Ghana de hodo near pre international laurels
monfa
ade Kwame
but presec I found 6 times obi an fa bi da
Kwame
Jitum
Kwame
odi Jitum yan kwani
ka se bi cho na ento aso
mitie
papa bi ti choco baby o se the who day I world heavyweight champion. You was as a boxing down our cross. You pay copies at a year. I said, I was catching. I said, a
local champion.
That's all you say if you're the fool already. We present for a local champions.
Equa, ye co president. So now, I want from. I said him sorry Prempeh Babe high.
Also, young girl. Omuko ye kululu bi fa be chiko president. Ko jiji president ko bo baba. The president fa we say the Minister of Education we aja dey cry.
Ya dey kukuma.
So one for ya no Minister of Education. Kwabe.
Yes.
O hwe say dey President Kufuor aban so o peja on the College of Education.
Yeah.
Emra core parliament na fofi antoata. O free on 4 years as the President Mills 80 me pass. Oti de becha na say. Now just say the person agroba da is fradopa. Beboa.
Yeah.
President Mahama ba ya Kwabe. Also be teacher training allowance. No be feeding grant. Feeding grant so na no Opoku my book no. Or see 2 years when you that on the coin. It would imagine o man no mo call teacher training. Abobo adomudi. Also mo call students low. Abobo adomudi. And another don't cook for buy. No, say, media, the trainees allowance that abba. Let trainees that almost feeding fees that day, a free, and fear being said, fear 90. Yet, teacher training allowance. The other one want to say, and this is for catcher Ghana for say, be a mono we students loan, and the money per P to be called teacher training colleges. 3 years here, 4 years here, I feel be a deeper form, doors to tell my bedroom.
But still, a bit complaining about backlog. I'm saying 2017, 2018 for teacher training for so.
Yeah, Befano. Oh, yeah, but said be sure Omuko school. Omuko school, we are, and Rafa. 2017 year for teacher for you. Oma, Tio, so called.
But what's the backlog be? Meet you?
Men child tradition.
There be.
Oko school. Oye school. Cape Coast for the declare results.
University of Cape Coast.
Yes.
Okay.
Cape Coast for and far results are bad. Yeah, foul. 2017 for now young foul because the financial clearance foul be oh my young foul no more results, no problems. Undenied. 2018 and they started national service then licensing. What you say? It's my young foul no so called licensing. And in 2019 or 2018 for about 2019. Your foul be wow licensing you ready. And that's our national service in the file. A fee. The first recruitment at Ghana Education Service here or publishing it for 1 month. Or say 2017 and 2018 backlog now young foul and for we over 3,000. Your foul.
Your mama came in there.
Obian came to say, what come on? That means one possible licensing.
At least if there are any other questions that they may bring it up here.
We see 2017 year the financial class found my young found no more problem with the more results.
Okay.
2018 year found my licensing. 2020 we year for backlog now my be after Mabeka Hono. Year for one in GES for far first recruitment this year. It was only for 2017-2018 College of Education graduates who had not been employed. 2017-2018 Obomuko College of Education employed. Say Kwame ene ye close ye fa oma omko 2019 na we national service nyina a pass your exams ye fa omu a free joada yourself for graduates 66,500 ye be recruitment portal for graduate teachers
a free joada
and so abaya be if we say answer that na do ba no near graduate unemployed teachers association. In fact, President Arodi and was John the Majuma. Waka, and that will buy your fat teachers. We can want only say for 8,000 double track. No, graduates. You have 6,500. As at a net, you have 24,000 graduates. You have the 6,000 year over 30,000 graduates the teachers in your phone. In all, you have 93,000 by the end of the year. Maybe graduate teachers.
Between 2017 and
2017 and 2019.
93,000.
93,000. Bubusa, Oma, Yadom, say no mufa, no man. Okay. Oma, ye beji to the Oma, Enche, and no, it is all about recruitment. That is the number of teachers I have.
93,000.
93,000. Never in the history of this country. And within 4 years, I buy a facility passer. Sir, Who your diploma? Come so the only pay skill. Who your people teacher? Oda form.
Yeah.
Who your diploma? Award so. Who your graduate? Who any baby? Graduate say be na salary school must start here free. Or best start here free.
In fee
baby. And ninya ye kwaya offer so upeja teacher no. And a teacher now all your top up no. Onya at time in share colada due because of upgrading no. Say he has a top up bill.
Because we are very as a graduate.
As a graduate, do your licensing exam during your national service period. Quite I mean church time and now we your GS not teacher training a GS as it's your far GS payroll now that's so. A 2 year school, what pass you, you are still at the payroll. But to make that people teacher payroll now, copy said, maybe you so ready in our passing. They are called share, but be a manager to say, a pound by the share so you teacher. Nafi Yajiwa to my side, wait to me as a diploma teacher and a certificate teacher. And no man president go for the teacher training allowance by because you training colleges, no, a free kind education service, a bit now. And you quality CBA. And I say, Omunya diploma. It is a better tertiary institution. And on the Mraco Parliament. And Yabai Henry. 2012 and Sada. President Mills time. He passed the college education bill. It's President Kufo or the teacher training free POSEC. A better tertiary. Now the Danko Kufado. 8 years that President Mills Muye, and not one chair book and research allowance amount. Oman just had in Yama teacher for the teacher training colleges for an year. And in fact, or absorbing 6 colleges while the financial clearance crowd move here. You buy and now do financial clearance and cover 6 colleges for an hour. Yes, I did 2 more colleges account. Teacher DBO. Teacher training college, we are not to university, public university salary schemes. You move your move. And another time, and the teacher for Nina, and your chair allowances the arrears in Asaba.
Teacher for no, a Diana okay now, Mujitum.
Obujitum, come. Media 2 job Prempeh, Obia Maji. In fact, I say teacher for credit shadow training colleges, your momo book and research allowance. And Sanda, it is after people channel or bar. What's the teacher? The Kwabe, who is school near post 2. Maybe I'll call teacher training college or Crocker. Near post 2, your second child with Pussiga. And now, so what people teacher salary in the student, or do Pussiga on your half, or you try the cracker come and it will be the half far. People say you bear rationalization in BBA. Right. Obucha muna umucha teacher training akali allowance sa teacher for the bar out in post you omunika pre eti hwese obia akota kroke na ya tu akoto pusiga na ho kwa so ko hwe dan so ko pe ba bi tira teacher for the answer no beti bi settle kwa you ko bobo se so no beti bi settle because a baby aba on teacher for one person teacher for be CNT or say ade we chem without any replacement. National service, what it does for the teachers to say. And son I'll be here fall as a qualified teacher or you license national service chiauka. National service salary there demand higher than people teacher salary.
National service Ketiano.
Allowance. Obia University, I saw the national service allowance.
Maybe the nurses from crowd.
Pet bebois. And a university for to say when we are university. I say pet. Okay, the law. Okay,
medicine, journalism, communication, accounting.
National service salary.
Allowance.
Over we are nursing training colleges. Over here national service. Nurses don't we national service. That's how they assign you. Adio probation 2 years. You teacher for the day. And so national service period. For your licensing exams. That's how for your probation. To be national service. Now you're fully qualified. You're far away. You have to be a
in China and Kofu be kicking against and also Mukasan or Montpellier licensing exam.
Yes, sir. Bidum the amanyom 7% say you kuri. Oh, say Joy FM for a program or presec. Nagrat leader no by or say, oh, the one CSS of Zumba, Meboa, Wanka. Yeah. Say Nikita home by ya, Kabeda Bijawakasa. Ekita hono koso enfie wotwe ansa na nanado kut eba start ye pass emrano for licensing exams 2008 and President Kufo as part of educational reform.
Yeah.
Adamo Mensah report 2008 Sofia 2012 and don't Japanese government JICA so my said the NBC ako the JICA for your report the pilot of 5 districts in under NDCU Savalugu Anyam Siam district central region upper Menya Krobo I think it can 5 districts and the results by 21st September 2016 graphic front page Director General of Ghana Education Service Opayiko or say teacher license Kwame and the post akakaka will start in 2016-2017 academic year 2016-2017 academic year then another the president ana
there
then why
President Mahama
na yem pen no kura kenti se also ko purpose no or two foot Ghana for any so obo betwam na Kwame the yem asifim the crowd say they want the manifesto no one cut that so obo betwam
yeah
and this manifesto we open the bad way. We yatro, we do her, the catcher. You can't manifesto them no. Okay, bro, for that any and this is manifesto. 7.2.1. So page, page 69. First paragraph, second paragraph, committee bro for the show. Or say the automatic posting of teachers without national service and licensure exams will be reversed.
NDC manifesto carried
manifesto. Automatic posting that no more year and not teacher for the kuta license and that's it at the you know we trim sad watch the manifesto. That's what now so about which license it so oya wagadres and alcohol to about the manner oba power say na me manifesto say after the Ghana for page manifesto that you no ko manifesto on catches oba on new automatic posting so kuta licensing now
na just say so bia dia tum say or say licensing in national service
yeah
the conversation is over.
The conversation is over. And I come in for P feel say teacher for that than a woman no. That's why I could choose to really be.
And the other day, Professor Opoku Amakobe teaching more.
I omo my school bano and exams no. Omo mum that day e just omo your continuous professional development at the credit at the license any portfolio. The license exams and you teacher the BR or child that were true and you want my school for Oba. No, about your 3 so far, so 3 and a half 4 cra. I'm not your 4th one. Say we teacher the now person free America culture child there or your licensing exams. US, where US licensing exams, I stand where we are classroom. We are pharmacists, that person free Ghana, where pharmacy licensing exam. We are doctor, where US licensing, United States medical licensing exam. In fact, we share their pharmacy, doctor, nursing, teaching, US, we are here United States licensing exams. If it's a just school, I'll call here, and then my professional.
Yeah.
Belonging to the professional association.
Professional standards there were on
national teaching standards. You did license exams from the testing. What do standard also person or child there? Kwabi. Now child now ko nima obi boss be chiwa ko achi. Na me dia cho NDC manifesto the okai and the wanka. And in tronko do to be kind for the Kwabi nya no nko a. Ye ba now, and now teacher training allowance, the book and research training allowance, no, I are restored.
Quick one, Napo, answer teacher training allowance, the book and research, Obakoho. But obviously, the Minister of Education has given us an insight of what the ministry expects of teachers, but the recruitment of non-professional trained graduate teachers has become alarming. It's becoming alarming. Let them stop the recruitment of non-trained graduate teachers to better standards. Joe Agape Ablekuma. I'll say we are recruiting non-trained graduate teachers. Some are graduates, but how many trained teachers?
Recruiting no graduates be recruiting on your teacher. The universities, the University of Education, whatever, University of Cape Coast, University of Science and Technology, UDS, they are training over 14,000 graduate teachers a year. You create post your
okay.
The only time, Kwame, I got education, but for a graduate or you're on train. That means they didn't get anybody to fill that position. To say it was a problem, to say subject which is physics. It's increasingly difficult to find physics teachers for the secondary schools.
Really?
I'm telling you. It's increasingly difficult. It's about say a double track recruitment. We were recruiting to fill specific places. It is a only ICT teachers a war education and as a physics teachers. Then you can take Domo Mako University acquire ICT, acquire physics. Because you course 6 Kwame, no, your course secondary schools. Yanka, Obomba chair there holidays, vacation classes. No munina nye teacher fool. No munja special at the
professions.
TS what universities. Because Obu content knowledge, you know. Say National Teaching Council, they have a 2-track for recruiting teachers. Obu teacher training. And that's what we call college of education. I don't call it education in physics, education in mathematics, education. And no one call it pure content or a postgraduate diploma. Okay. Because that is the pedagogy. Quite fast with training. It is Okuta pure physics. Content knowledge. We call it physics 4 years will go. Why a postgraduate diploma or a teacher? That is the only time they allow Sadil, because you have to fill the place for the teachers to be taught. But as a measure, education for year for first.
First answer the Marco money.
Yeah, the professional teacher allowance by Kwame.
Yeah.
For the professional teacher and the non-professional teacher, because we also recognize that a big woman because of vacancies, the availability, tia obunya professionals, ya money pay. As a professional teacher, 1,200. The only non-professional, or 800.
Cheshemu 1,200 ne 800 area.
Now the Dankwa Kufado. You did license professional development nearby and professionalization of teachers. Some professionalization of teachers they come who took quite down maybe to Nigeria. On your professional teacher I am found.
Okay.
Africa, all teacher regulatory authorities be a meeting. Obu first resolution so Krubian licensing because also been to the standards. Okay, after the teacher profession, catching up with advancement. Next is starting a professional as after the Ghana, you're catching up. Nigeria, who won't him crash? I was a teacher for no. I CPD, ABI Abako. Half a day, I could see annual 3 credits. School every Wednesday afternoon. Teacher following Abishia to study something to bring up their knowledge. It costs government 78 hours a year for CPD and then professional learning communities within the schools. And now by say, additional usher to upgrade yourself. Also, since so you're professional teacher, 1,200. Or you're non-professional, 800.
1,200 what a month, a year? A year, okay.
If we say we can do promotion and I'll be maintaining license to say continuous professional development. It's here they support too. It has never happened in the history of this country.
I started.
So say you sign collective agreement. President Kofod signed last collective agreement 2008 with teachers. It was 2011. NDC for signed bidder. And now they are signed August 2020. It's regions they compile data. November, we teachers will be on the data.
November they started a
salary a background.
Teacher Nibia needing wants to be 1,200 extra.
Oh, yeah, professional. You validate you. 1,200. You validate you. Now you're non-professional. 800.
Across board.
Let me see that. It is to support professional development of teachers. Apart from teacher training allowance, they book a research allowance. Research allowance, the president for the year, the last 500 cedis. You buy, you took 200%, you got 1,500. Me no can say you talk for or money fair wages still salary and the conditions of service.
Right now.
After President Kufuor, Oma anye bida.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, Mr. Utah for the President Kufuor the first meeting was Jubilee House. The president of Utah threatened the president that Utah for are prepared to go to court on conditions of service. So why you be Ankomeko?
Ebi omaye nso na omani nso.
Me say the last one I agree on book and research allowance. Now current vice chancellor on the Utah for general secretary it was not President Kufuor.
I see.
Now omucha teach book and teaching training allowance the book and research allowance and started 3 months pay policy by Kwame. Said so thing. So said last week Professor Jeda no Opoku o say otukwan ko stream baby and who say akole obi chade and obusa and who say akora class teacher na wo school and headmaster the faro no guta krata. How is it possible? If it is possible, say district directors they prefer the power. Then they also be blaming UCC and the Professor no Opoku. Say UCC for the training teachers in for a very long time. On no your vice chancellor.
Oh, that's what your vice chancellor.
Oh, your vice chancellor will free obedi minister.
Education minister.
It is a UCC that they fairly Ghana for no more failure because only producing results of teachers. Only producing results. No, the teacher education division, Ghana Education Service, only a Fedipa. It's we had a Robert can say, Ubi Naman or Nam Kwaya no Kura classroom, and also we were charging a headmaster. The 3 months pay policy, and yet teacher for they affect you more. They affect nurses, a lot of other professions. Me, I mean, you about no edge of anochi. They do see each other, guys, 3 months, the man.
So then, I'm reversing.
You are reversing. You are reversing across board. You are reversing, President Mobrohunti, or say, teacher for the crowd, or by restore. And the actual 90% that will be obviously or demonstration. Now, because the president Zakawi, and yet Umobrohun and Jose Wabaide, who did 3 months policy, which you be a cabro bro, we can met also, because some people are not even appreciating. It was not forced, said another on Chiao, or see, or do not buy so the oh, yes, sir. The policy was not 3 months pay policy. Obi abai for the Bia Kumusa say 3 months pay policy. It is our policy no we chim. Uchaba the old policy na ayebua. But we are teacher for it. And no can say teacher for the very store. Now, Kwame restoration in say I was here validating say ampa sad time in 2016 no any foul and now year juma and a year jauka. You drink a child wholesale.
That's true.
You can't pay wholesale. You charge 90% with nobody questions. What can you submit two documents? Yeah, correction and passing for 2016 crowd. I am for the 2016. As was your obedience salary arrears from 2016. If you also a chair.
Sometimes validation at you.
I say check. And then get free money.
Meaning sir, but
the Ghana Education Service for Manhyia. The last list a free controller base Umubetia was 1,847. 1,847. Ghana Education Service for J list no here 747 in qualify.
How someone qualify?
Because they even teachers.
No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kai who said Sanko for now arrears that you triano. Your free compensation the Ghana Education Service even this year. You go first carry free baby. So see I budget estimate. You decide is a first quarter. You baba ebia GS 2 billion salary. It is okay. Yeah, arrears be that case who try arrears. So 2 billion down better free. It was here. It do so who try aso sika. The sika so we'll be running around. That is why I buy say by Christmas, by end of the year, all that matter we will draw a line under and move on.
Yeah, you solve area and I say
that's solve area. Yeah. Because want to be validating improve it said that way. You qualify for it in 4 years, sir. I mean, consider me. The teacher said for saying kwano for 2016 and up to now yet been validated. Eti make subio obia or say your father side time my entry or a chance to give out his documents and he can go through his unions because if we also district director and uncle if we also me head teacher and uncle you have a chance to even give it to your union leaders and bring it up so that we can compile and we can pay. But next year there I buy in Chiasa Academy because it would affect other teachers who have been recruited also salary. It's only a teacher near me body the rule. Also, you do car unchaya. Submit your documentation ASAP. Now, my best say, why they what you
now, Pacho, any deal for penny paper, maybe start taking kind messages, maybe you or how a person. But I mean, can't claim me for the
teacher for yourself and start you.
Me a bus, no way you be no. Kindly ask the minister, when is the Ministry of Education releasing the appointment letters for 2017-2018 trained teachers backlog who applied for recruitment this year, July 2020?
Answer that. After what did they make any?
Yeah. Tell or the other.
So the catcher say, "Over here, from this year, yeah. Safi Obusafo appointment letter."
Also, that
means they be kind of day.
Jobo no cre. But my main kind a bisu ewo me
come in send me here teacher for part person do carry
teacher for the. Why is it that for the past 2 years teachers who went on further studies have not been upgraded? Our upgrading letters have been hijacked. Richard Nyako sent that one. And then after they reversed the 3 months payment, did they pay arrears? And is it only to teachers? Because I am a nurse. But now mine hasn't been paid. I goes.
And the teacher was the echo. Yeah,
I goes. That's a make a teacher was now.
Kwame, after what we say, the person no poka you are kind and intro. Say teacher for no. I did you with 3 months because only nam quite chani a farm. It was a government policy that cut across all ministries. I didn't know be a better business here. It's nurses so now quite channel hospital say oh yeah nurse young fanana kuntumpu.
Napo, all that you're saying is not true. Those already in the system, we in the basic schools have nothing. Government hasn't done anything for teachers. What is 100 cedis a month for a teacher? Teacher ejapa ofosu and a day and a buy.
Government never pays 100 cedis a month for any teacher in this country.
Not even basic
salary, but the minimum wages.
Teacher Japa in Chichimubra. Where is the teacher professional allowance he has been boasting of always? To the best of my knowledge, Nanado has done a lot for GES, but not for teachers. Ajwa in Kaswa. Ask Napo why basic school teachers with master's degree are not upgraded by their certificates in basic and secondary schools. Sir Nicholas in Swamp.
The same questions. Elementary, promotion, transfer, responsibility, upgrade.
Okay, and the transfer on the fair.
Kwame
Napo.
We are more Peace FM.
Yamia Dominti.
Management to her. Yaba Ejuma ene. Yes, the Pam and San Yumi Ejumano. Omuko postgraduate.
Yeah.
Oma anje permission. Ombe badu no mojuma da hwana.
There be fear.
Teacher for bebre tama despondency si bono. Bebre koye postgraduate one oma anje permission.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Really?
I'm telling you, Kwame.
But how was government now your monitor me here then who's that?
I said because I did school the Jija. They say bebre koye ya oma anje permission. Odia obi bad no ka say wako the upgrading na one bebre anje permission. Two FM Omo permission do so kra bebre ankoye course or the child there no home masters.
Okay, different one.
Okay, different one. Uche French. Okay, MBA no. Okay, MBA in finance.
How?
Bebre.
I don't know one year masters in French and now say in Jabiano person on your new professional now.
If you buy so say baby I want promo too. You've gone out for 1 year or 2 years to do your masters. Oh, French. Oh, buy and one for masters in French the buy.
MBA finance.
The MBA finance, MBA human resource. The Ghana Education Service, like everybody else's business, will find it difficult promoting you automatically.
Why?
Because they will promote you say about salary increase. One on budget because you can permission.
But how come so Okowanji permission or back now still away, Juma?
And I make say Ghana Education Service. The problems are about 2 years. Because we need to Juma. Sometimes we be question here now we say there also can't no cre because be the maka no cre na. Omuji permission. Omukoye programmer directly related to the no much. Omunya promote room. Omunyina.
You're sure?
Yes. You promote you be there if you afraid waba because every year some do come. What I say? And say budget no G for year, GSG for year. Young Kasa afraid waba the big GS budget. GS has to manage. If you this year, but you have only 10,000, but you have more. Are you promotion? What you say? And yeah, we quiet masters assembly maker, and you quiet top up assembly maker. Because top up may be in the weekends, it be in the sandwich, it be in the kicker. But break and give permission with GS because all the weekend are on Friday. We are your opposite GS promote to know. But every human resource department will have to plan and budget for these things. What did I be partner? GS is taking time to upgrade them, and they will do it. But compared to the OG permission or a relevant program in the course now, or by I did the better than what a relevant program.
Is it not possible to say Obi the process no G permission? Public service, civil service, and mother. Ain't they be on their own initiative, where decided okay, main conquer in the weekends, and I'm here in a sandwich to upgrade myself.
It's true. Kwame, so you have peace. So Choco management also person call leave January. Now management and grant you leave now. Bet we call January.
David.
Make us say, for me frame. Also be at 35. UEW. Kumasi. Omako started university. Omako permission with Ghana Education Service.
Omako started university.
Omako started.
Mentiasi.
Omo top up.
Like omo top. Okay.
Be your masters. Omo agi permission. No mu share me. Me ko GS ko gi permission mu. 35. University Baku 35 Kumasi. Omo ka de waka no kre. So you can just imagine what was happening. It is GS now has to undergo what we call structural reform because nobody would allow it in any business. So you don't know the number of people I call out. You don't know the number of people I ever in. Obubai also the degrade about improving. It doesn't work that way because I'm buying only sika bro daho. Also be your planning budget once a year. It is once a year, you have payroll, so you have promotions, don't do about 10,000 promotions. Say transfers, the percent the average level transfers. We are in Yanya calculated say the 15 billion number. Yako Parliament, according to appropriations, 15 billion for Ghana Education Service. Compensation payroll. The car compensation, I know I can't allowances to be account. Now say 10,000. I will say a co-promotion. It could do 15,000. How are you going to fund that 5,000? That is why I was saying permission. The reason why I got permission is it is not dependent upon you. It's dependent upon your
employer.
Because time now I was saying employer pay by your Juba. Let's say you Kwame, imagine so sorry now call 1 year permission nearby and then maybe interview Kwame Sefa Kaiwe, yes, your call steady leave. Hey, don't give permission way. Why give permission? Who cried their own summer with you, Kwame? Yeah, man, summer. But okay, near about permission. If you say, oh, Kodo, also be about Star Kunim, not sure. It is our time now, calling. One Ghana Education Service, and who know. One and a chain colana day. Then you have contributed to poor learning outcomes. It has to be well ordered, such that Okwa or people better about a chain colana day. It is well known. Say yes, teacher for the Biakwa, upgrade, I upgrade you. But Ghana Education Service 4 points, so they say, well, I need permission. And now you're calling by the supply relevant for the course now, trend. And I was a Ghana Education Service, the pitch catcher. Ninya is catcher.
Yeah.
And then, Kwame, Obi Sunday test, or say 100 cities here, dear. Sad worker. But promotion, you have difference in 50 cities.
Wow.
I'm telling you. That is the poor level of our salaries in public service.
50 cities?
Yes. I said, yeah, I can't say. Diplomat teacher, I can't say. Go check it here. Now, I say, because of 10% entitlement, transfer grant, ASA. Because we have enough of the say, your salary level, the other crowd, the Bofu, who bought teacher in salary, or see, wait, the Prophet Bikahu, the president, and the Kahu, finance minister. What's the imagine? It's called Sana Hot. July, what can I say? Your promotion exams. Teacher for now, Bob, some say, yeah, dear pa, because the year no letters by. Within 3 months, we might judge your salary arrears here, which has never happened. First, promotion exams. You set up panels over 150. 5-member panel, Public Services Commission requirement. Panel be no interview more than 5 a day. GS4 every year conservatively. We apply for promotion about 10,000. Every year. Payroll here 350,000.
GS. Education aid.
Education. GS there highest anyway. What government payrolls? So investors no money government payrolls.
350,000.
350. It's 10,000 cry. Now panels they be no. Now 1 year aba. It's over compile your report and they won't promotion about. That is why I buy no backlog of promotion 2 years. Not your mama nyeda.
And that's any fault.
System no. And that system is what has been improved. I don't call you exams. 1 month here releasing results. They do promotion letter on the special paper there. They are not 3 months. It's just an improvement in the working relation of a teacher. After that teacher for no, hey, why go here? Say they okay. Well, you bribe about promotion. Why just say you hope you.
Ebiaka crowd.
Oh, I did.
Nippon Wedgema, one okay. Yeah, Nippon Wedgema, Tibiana
Border gas. Border gas. They very good border gas. Border gas. Kwame, every upgrade. What we call responsibility allowance. And this before they show manifesto them. Obu koshi krata no say
I want to make us a manifesto.
Obu krata because I don't know just say Kwame say they want to koshi dey want to be trust how. Or see oba away. Kwame ni. Osi Oba 7.2.1 K. Reinstate the payment of responsibility allowance to teachers. You enjoy responsibility allowance, Buddha.
Are you serious?
Enjoy Buddha. Kwame, why the give responsibility allowance? You were groups of category of workers, Baku 9. Unit head, headmaster, assistant headmaster, chaplain or imam, form master. Sir, we are 8, we are 9 energy. Program head, Kwame. Nipa 9. There are only 35,000 people and they won't Nipa 9 him. 35,513 or something.
Across the country?
Across the country. Okay. So we are form master. Now the responsibility allowance for being a form master. Now call promotion. You call your district director of education. Kwame, bet you got some responsibility allowance now.
So your form master.
Your form master view. Eti omuna ye omu pre-promotion. Or person dey responsibility allowance kind of promotion. It's not possible. Because maybe now who kono allowances wɔ hɔ a any form master de ho etite ye promotion ni wi a validate obi a position a wadura ni ye tua or responsibility if you qualify near the amount eti enya no credit say this was in fact collective agreement ni yes sign ko abi ewom dada account responsibility account collective agreement bako allowances kwa ma me bobo na chi obi ka wo vehicle maintenance allowance president go for time na teacher for the vehicles back room kwa be so like say tax free don Muhammad ni chem
ade
so David says we am na ka do pay accounting
no me so mo abuse system
see who abuse here, you put in place a structure to improve it. And that's what we want. You buy here near abuse promotion system. The better system of teachers that move with them. Vehicle maintenance allowance, kilometric allowance, night allowance, allowance for teachers in deprived and difficult areas, retention allowance, protective clothing allowance, advance to purchase means of transport, salary advance, special allowance, transfer grant, permanent posting allowance, responsibility allowance. Apart from normal conditions of service, allowance is supposed approved. If you hear the doctor state.
So it's not been scrapped.
It's not been scrapped. Kwame, I know your responsibility. I can't promotion, I can't upgrade, I can't transfer. I can't transfer grant. Transfer grant, you're qualified for transfer grant. And your GS are transferring from one post to one post in the law, in the agreement. So wow, coach now district director so. And now head teacher so on transfer free to school. Na post secondary school pechi. Na you found ko Kwabi Sefakai secondary school or the Oshimase. Pechi the Oshimase bay. Who call you know? And now so what I call the first thing you have to do is that you lose your transfer grant because in Yandru time was a GS transfer and a wow super transfer. No. Also, the release letter will school. Now, got the assurance letter. Oh, baby, I'll call. Now, of course, if you don't do that, how do you plan for teachers to be in the school to teach the kids? So, be sorry, not to be transfer or power. Be free across the cry. It is now, as we speak, there are more teachers in metropolitan areas that are more than are needed in the metropolitan areas.
Tibako. I went on further studies with a granted study leave letter. And after completion, I processed all my documents for upgrading. I've still not been paid since 2018. My name is Richard Nyako. Tell the minister for me.
We have to investigate why he has not been paid. What kind of side of the story? I'm in no position to dispute it.
Okay.
But like I said, I speak about GES. And then Ministry of Education, the Chiakao, Ghana Education Service. So we would have to investigate every case to be able to validate the master's law, one, or the study leave. 2, in the area of Tichi. 3, they have the money to pay him that time, and they'll be upgraded.
Circuit supervisors say Omomo to be a mile.
Oh, Christ, we.
Or say when will circuit supervisors receive the motorcycle commissioned by the vice president, as well as our responsibility allowances? Watch also your friend contribute.
Vice president be commission or handy over one commission or handy over buses. Any motorcycles. Yeah. Everybody who was there, Google, don't check your reference. It went to the 6 northernmost regions in the country.
Okay.
As we speak, Kwabe, to car, never call Parliament House. Was that the next batch of motorcycles and vehicles are prepared here, trouble near releasing. Because Vice President the motorcycles and the buses that were available. They call the 6 new regions and then the other regions in the north. What you say?
Yeah.
The motorcycles, the vice president chair, it was about 800 and something. It went to every sacrifice either up north. So you want chair maybe or chair or charity.
And you better come chair. Chair maybe a chair maybe a.
More south, Ashanti, Eastern, Volta, Greater Accra, Western. They haven't received theirs.
Okay.
And we saw 2 cars there. GS a year printed above home. In any case, whoever did secretary receive motorbikes. And because they promoted teacher learning, where every district got a pickup. Every regional director has got a Prado. It has never happened. Buses there, channel. You see, schooler, President Mahama bus is not toy na. Omo chair 2016. Uben to your car, they can swab, I be bit to your car. Schools there, bino. Buses for near bano. Omuni benya. The first batch of buses are buying. Yache, I don't President Baumia, Koche. In fact, they started to call the same regions that motorbikes calling because we were expecting more buses. Now, as they come, we will deliver.
To be a benyani dear.
Obi also nyani dear, be a benyani dear.
2 quick complaints. 1, 2. This one says, please draw, well, your complaint, but draw the attention of the minister. So I say me about up for discussion. I know it's GS, but the only penny to Tihadia, Swawana kind. Buffer Stock Company. Aduane omode ban ebi wo ho a quantity and quality na
enye no kre
me pa nyabotre
obi wo ho opeso ogu free SHS adi ma
tie mami wie or say sometimes
omoni di no nche baby
watch or say sometimes they also oversupply. It makes some of the food go bad because of storage inadequacies in some of the schools. So the minister should look at it for us. DC Kwame Kwachi, Cape Coast.
UGD say will be DC Kwame Kwachi.
And Pacho or sending messages
the guy they need DC.
And Pacho sending messages be brave.
What was that question? I mentioned you.
Nitie.
The head of the school. Or no pay and no receive supplies. In fact, only putting in request for supplies. Now, our only one duty, say quantity, ni quality, ni or rejected supply. Quantity, ni quality. Make us say, buffer stock can supply every school with even a weighing stones. Oma no muklebi so wuni bino. A weighing at the scale. Free SHS Itiaka. It is a Oko school be. Now school be the expire. Kwame, one also blame in the first. I'll leave it like that.
Talking about a
but talking to me, so you have fed your name school be. Probably because
and Pacho so minimum abonon na so so me no common entire see say yebeka say bepo nonkro na abonon sorry but me pon me chichirema what a chance call for review of free SHS policy na Emma PTA for enya ahonde ni tumi omanya anamo kan what is our call
but so when you conference do me a conference we betting team ni nyina anom dia ba
but eno aba betodwa ama yeso ye kekeke bi yes say chance for say free SHS in starting share review policy no na PTA nya omutumi back ni ade.
What has PTA got to do with free SHS?
Well, interestingly, if you see the report, or say the policy has led to the collapse of PTAs in schools, accounting for many abandoned projects.
Yes, they be ignorant, and I'll be politics. Which free SHS policy and a good PTA?
Meaning, I'm not young, Major.
It's your own on the so you're head of a school. You are called or Charles President or Casado.
Nidin Kra Ewaha Ekaho. Yes, your friend Yakubu Abubakar, or a president of Chas.
Okay.
On a day
or noon. To my friend, on we conference now, my friend about my office. So free SHS policy now. Or say it good PTA no. On for me to Jamaica ente. Kwame, what's the start here? They can national science and maths quiz.
Yeah.
Only Momo Chia for Colano, Momo national science and maths quiz.
Ah, you PT for now.
Debbie,
Info.
Free such a secretariat.
Serious?
So be all that say, or Nimno Credo on can also be politics. Kwame, the person and person will be politics. Because but who do you and who are some dog canal or didn't prefer said your can no create our coach or the question is speech. Now when I meet such a person, I'm dealing with such a person, we to say National Science and Maths Quiz, a free essay secretariat this year.
Really?
I'm telling you.
And they are precise winning 6 times. Prempeh for my uncle baby. And no,
men's true. The burger girls in Kubida.
That's how Monka on Beko. And Pachawa went here, say, a rabbit here called burger girls, and I'm not put this train on. But my patcher said, near Presec winning 6 times, Yamundi call president.
What's the girls for winning say?
Make up Presec.
I'll be without question.
Presec motor, they are light, we shall see light.
They are probably the best school in the country, or
in terms of
academic laurels, academic learning outcomes.
Learning outcomes. Presec winning NSMQ 6 times, and then America.
Prempeh College are winning 4.
6 minus 4, 4 minus 2.
It's the adventure Wesley girls 4.
But other ones you so just say free. Monamutia.
Idiot here. And the problem in cancer be sure. Sir headmaster no. Now Papa Minini meeting no. On for letter or war. Gather education service for sure. They say Omecha PT. On for letter no.
So can so much.
Obaso sure. On much be headmaster sir. PTA for actual minister. So much PTA is scared to prosecute you. On much share what he wants me to do about them.
He is unfounded?
Oh, Kobe, this conversation will be had and it will be recorded live. That if he's doing politics, then he's not fit to head the school.
What if he's not? What if there are genuine reasons? And are genuine concerns?
I would expect him to come with those genuine reasons.
So don't jump the gun by saying if he's doing politics.
If they ain't no jump.
Because if they two abonting.
There be if
say
that's a ninja sword there. There is not fit to govern the school.
But if you know so
fine, he will get go free. But see, never fell in natural or bomb fan crater bimra. No much shame. Mr. Shadow, schools are actually say headmasters are abusing PTA fees.
Really?
I'm telling you, Kwabi. Before I said my headmaster was school, man can say the PTA fees. Parent Teacher Association is a voluntary organization. Kwabi, the D a Jammo Kasi school. Say Obi Drew SSS. What I'm going English paper. So we try PTA fees.
Really?
Yes. You can't cry Ghana. And here for the mobile for bread. People want to PTA da. Because I see it's Kaje. It's your yard chair. What to the departure? The park can be the cushion and what your PTA fees.
So when you have PTA fees, you're not trust of it.
I'm not trust of it. Baby, and because I am a timid officer, let me sue girl. Also, oh man, in English, because you have PTA fees. PTA fee, and don't tell your headmaster. Kwabi Busa Sembi, made much radio also. Who join old boys, old girls. So, old boys a crap man. Some because of who could see there. A colebi. Lucy ni day in classroom ana.
Debi na say fa no.
Mo amu jiji musika na mu da kusi da.
Yeah.
E jade da PTA for 90 million jobs ka mu fa kusi da. In fact, what would teacher with your PTA fees?
Me teacher ni minim.
Teacher need your PTA fees.
Na say parent teacher.
But teacher need be do your PTA fees. Unless in the Bible school. What God Education Service say can say? Young person a Columbia be losing a day in school because of PTA fees.
Okay.
President Kufuor today free SHS entitlement about the Mankola, one of my parents.
SHS ambassador.
Or the Mankola, one of my parents. President Kufodi under 18 free NHIS by one can papa will scan now mami will scan mentia or say oh you Ghana ni now you 0 to 8 now o hospital is free because we didn't pay you for pia we both can so muma. It is a Akolade papa ntibintua voluntary organization be a friend PTA free sir and also Akolade losing classroom study. So Ghana Education Service has made it clear. Parents need to be share. As the job seeker. So we got top bars at school. She said the old boys, the girls, 3 top bars at school. No more chair, no more top bars, no more coaching school. It has got nothing to do with the Colada world. So Akolebi, who is a teacher, now Akolebi losing an hour of study. Because the papa ain't been chair PTA. Now teacher that no your concern, then you are not fit to head that school.
Food for thought.
See a PTA, and conform who say a voluntary organization. And conform who say parents they be and they share those who budget 200 cities. No one can who say here for the be interim chairs are 200. A by policy ain't to be made discriminatory from the teacher's point. So papa need 200 Libya, me my own choice. Oh my need 200 Libya, then conform me a boy you no more tongue to my dear friends here, then conform you cocoa for CS our because they say go to PTA. The PTA has a potential of undermining the free SHS policy. It is say woman consonji PTA Oman copy your bank account. PTA scan for first school scheme. Oman copy your account. No man teaches scaling. A junior person of the year. No more school. Say, oh, you was a bus now. We used to the ya tobas. They are bremo. You're from PTA. Okay, my old boys and girls are money. What to be be command school no. What we could see that school no. I'm sorry to be considered school. Volunteer group we have to consider school. It doesn't cost a Akolebi or school to be anything. In fact, that is the spirit of volunteerism. So a private association, not say a costi Akolebi school qua. It is no longer volunteering. It's extorting.
Extorting, yes, what change
Akolado pay to be chai. No deny Akolado from classroom activities or school activities or dining hall. There, it becomes extortion.
Yes, someone changing polytechnics to universities, but still among my HND certificates. He wants to find out when they will start awarding degrees. Malavia sends that.
A university can award anything from a certificate to a postgraduate degree.
So it depends on the course you're taking?
It depends on the course you're taking. Unko Harvard and a certificate course.
May next year.
I mean, my year.
In fact, okay, correct him. Yes, 6 weeks, 12 weeks,
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
And the number of your credit hours.
Yeah.
And your contact time. So 2 weeks, you know. Okay, you said you'll be at school hall 1 semester.
I may pay Harvard Nikake. Debbie, I want to earn it. And person could be
Namiko. They show.
Sanamati.
Of course, 2 weeks now. Wonder.
Yes, before trim crack.
Oh, short classes don't start at 6. Now, Paul be about 6. Now, reading material, the Google here, I debut. Papa B. Yeah. Uto Kukrana, okay. I want to develop his habits. No, my dark rather make
how?
Sure, come. Said budget my teacher bear 5. Bako kind of aquada. Kaya na bakwaba. Is I come here, there be no more survey. I want to be office. I minister out there. And so have a question that may because our budget one now, matching 5 no. It's the Quabeca. But me person be free SHS coordinated in Mada. I made 2. Eh, Napo, was it na a bit of PTS work and I made that.
Now order.
Not be that's bitty. Because Magic 5 the Bakuti.
Oka free SHS coordinator and free SHS poster boy Bakune dan Kwekuya boy. It's not big now on person bekono.
Dan de. Oye no more pio. Dan what trendy pa be 2 weeks ni. The whole adequate. Kwabe what trendy chair.
Make me so no cry.
No kwabe dodge that kwabe ayeka. Kwabe you say, come in the radio, say, Haji go. Come in the Haji go. That way.
Ono ane down.
Yeah, Dan. Na unim at the culture down pay free SHS no.
Ono aka no pay.
Kwame unim. Sabi. Nyame ehra me menye hia ni.
Dabi.
Na unim die hia eye dipa. Obeti at the culture na do. The free SHS buy or the cut down. Utbi ti obi asem na wusu. Kwame.
Dan. Anope na ka free SHS story. What say again?
Kwame, me say na me nanti free Cape Coast Psychiatry. Eba kotokraba, ebe ton graphic. Na me dey tua me school fees e was so do secondary school. Na Kwame, unse free SHS no e whole package o. Omusanya aduane di ka ho. Kwame ti o.
Mitie.
Se me twa sa kwan na. Sata na me school fees ni agi 14,000, e friend 14,000. 10 pesos asa 14. Na me discount before car, you be school na school fees ni me nyan. That graphic no so ton back 40 and then about 10 pesos. Nti me yiri me ho ton 40 na.
That graphic 40,000.
Me yiri me ho ton 40 na. No ma give me 10 pesos. No ma san 90 back home. The next morning dawn, I say me san 30 back. Na kwa me weni na me de ba. Me ma me say femam na mfendi gwa na ye bie school abeje obenko say me de di gwa ahye ne bia bata wo school say uni school fees into nsua de na kwa me de na ya rahu wo mu kra ne say me ye day student
okay
ye pon school a ebu a me kofi a me nya duane ni nti ese me ko hu kitchen for na me wadamfo bi ho me kwa wo se ne wo pon school de ba twen na mbosses na dining borders ni nkodidi na bi ka we tibia ma me nti obi amapo school be 2 o'clock esen ka me kofie koda sua de no me tena atwen aduane di ansa na makofie tebu anaju be 8 na kitchen staff for na pon no mo sa anro glass kai bi ndua ka ni bi no ma dwan ni me ko mame no makoda say the be next morning me sa be sua de nti my point is that sometimes you visionary leader bi e no ye nhihye ya kwa me nka yamro ni ba bro Kwame sa free Cape Coast Psychiatric Hospital ba kotokraba kwamba se free akwa so every morning na mitwa because there was a day akwa bi say oye construction okwan no ohwe me hu se no much bi embassy bo ohwe me outfit ni so anye trotting outfit me koye business ofrem na se me mram ka se job mam scarf trotting de bia betwa me sin han se na wo mpeka so ya boa wa mam scarf Faminti mimi de honestly gise bia wo ye bayfo na de we obeka se oni nyi hu
me ba bi say
obeka se bia MP oba panyi oba the office beka chere me o se edu so ko secondary school na ne ba mi on ne ti nko papa ho papa say enye ne ba ti on share the secondary school fees Chichi papa say so ne da
just imagine
Kwame minja in 70 become already this year come
Kwame say there's a dynamic catcher say those days na mi twaloto uni ma dey entra
I say twaloto
me koton graphic ni wie na me de betua school fees na say the way amanya aduane adi from Monday to Friday no and weekend they say me kwaji banker to banker booklet na me ko twaloto force enye say me ni na jo na me de commission ni bedidi from Monday to Friday sometimes me ko kra no Kwame sa weekend no amanfo ntwaloto ni kase into commission ma ndobi ese me sign back to Swedro Monday number ko school no me sign travel up to Wednesday me travel go west come back to work ya me scanner ba next week ntebu a in 2 weeks no me ko school wo be 5 days na kwa me ko break a na do adaro mo school for aduane ne e ko break a me nko bi because scanner me de ko to aduane ne ebi ni ho ena me ferry say borders no obi akwa o mami wache ni ade anti dia me ye ni se me kwa me gari egu mboto mbeso lo nka ba ko na sata na pure water penini e ton no nse 1 peso na woman bi ton beans so school campus so beans no want to from 2 peso kwa on to ma ndi mi share me colleague bi am say chama woman me 1 peso on top water me bo me de so me one no so akoto beans me kwa no ma sheda ka chama me ni say oh mami yo na me mpe gari ti mami no afedo say we dey bi aba mpe gari because me gi anam dey gu moto no factory no ma ko hwie gu so no ma read the demusa me ko no ma start class no ma ko dwen no to come who dey share all these torture obi a wusua de na wo fa wo mu na na nkenya penim bi o woni so ade huna nga ya brabo ni ebi grant ya brofo ya papa enye ne side to bro
18 of free SHS
unu kwa mi we de yes sebi abrewaji wa zoom na enye na ji onum de abrewa bi ape aji gbaifo because you say in politics a lot goes into politics.
Yeah.
Sebi. Say Emrashebe ni genius gracia. Mimi no tie crossing. How does that affect her life? But free SHS there, obia a beneficiary. Inti ade abo nyafo na ho mpede a. Kwame see ehwe ni ase ye bibi hye.
Kwame Kwegu said about 33 SHS.
Yes, me bisa say Swesco kitchen anti akua na wo kan na.
Baby,
ana yes bon sheka driver na friend mabre.
Kwame anukre. Anukre. But you don't know or sorting me out no your ba.
Or say tell Dan that his story resonates with many of us who grew up in rural areas. Very touching. God bless the president for free SHS.
Kwame to da hu. No man catch le say. Omo school for borders no mo be bonfire. Omo ye BBB Carrots night omo be bonfire. Enti the students na ye pe no. Ye mfa lorry time mra. Ni emeje biane. Meni je be je no.
Ade.
Na so kom de me se me de lorry time ba. Ibo na me kura me school bag. Na me pinya time pa. Me ko je biane. E kom si senior me de me time na bom. Nti break time pe no mako senior me na me de time ba yi. Kwame jai.
Kwame.
Yes sir.
Before free SHS, and Kola 100 be our passing so Buko secondary school. And 35 no muntiminko.
Are you serious?
100.
35%.
Yes.
Ain't minko.
Obo mutimiko school is so. Omedru 30 and 22% of film.
How?
That was the stark reality. And then Obiwa Adoka. Why by the selfie? Point back, and then if that Banco Secondary School don't have the council. And the beer bar, the pediatry. So we a day student now called free SHS. Who did the area free? We a border, who did the free? What are ye? Ye the mount. That's the funny to be bored. So what are ye?
Ona Montaria count.
Caracao.
Hey, Grammy. Oversize in one and do go school.
Kwakunya abesa ko school ada.
Let's go. I'm coming here say go come free the one of it. Let's go near share atade cream. Intimi ma minu ababi akwami wo so chi me be almost 6 feet. Ni shirt and na me dem na me nyini za.
But quick one, non-teaching staff. What is the plan for them? Because what church a teacher for the bebre, teacher for bebre trust Sunday messages say, indeed, in spite of challenges a wohono or more abrabo mu school at the china I improve and I say put to them.
In fact, secondary school credit is about teacher motivation. So mbana we free public schools nearby na omo alpha resource international school for the buy. Yes, I'm more extra tuition. Now, 4 year fund, you have non-teaching staff. In the last 4 years, you have about 10,000 non-teaching staff.
10,000
over 10,000.
I see. But what is the plan for them?
What do you mean by what is the plan? Yeah, but you may introduce you career progression from Biao. It's just that the end you no kitwa do cry also called hono. Man called in terminal for it to be more and sort of bravo. I know the efficiency in the labor system.
Non-teaching staff muso mudemo. Well, Frank for Kokumene was say na non-teaching staff almost major professional allowance do.
Come see the way you know.
Maybe so.
So what you know?
Hey, from the horse's own mouth.
The professionals will get professional, and the non-professionals will get non-professional allowance. 800.
Non-professional for money 800 no. And professionals for 1,200 a year. Now, Napopa say if 1st November year them. Now graduate teachers no. We for Monday no.
It starts. Recruitment portal.
Recruitment portal will be opened on Monday, 2nd of November.
Yes, starting recruitment portal with backlog now. Okay, story.
On one sending baby me film in 2017, 2018. But the recruitment portal will be opened on Monday.
We see you be cut to the other side. The first recruitment was backlog for 2017, 2018. Yeah, ending. And I know because I will train appointment letter.
Yeah.
And a second log no 2019 we won't qualify College of Education. Yeah, ended in there. 2019 for my national service I passed the exams. It's only 2019 now failing licensing exams. And after passing school exams, 2 year licensing exams. You be found. Become we are will pick you. So the year 2017, 2018 next year. Now they do graduates. The truth of the matter is that we have more vacancies in the basic schools than in the secondary schools.
Okay.
We have about a deficiency of about 60,000 teachers in the basic schools. Perhaps if you look at the numbers per se, pure numbers, we don't have vacancies in secondary schools and junior high schools. But because of deployment problems, so school for the teacher for the because school be now ICT teachers are 9.
Wow.
There's no money computer lab.
Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
No money.
9 teachers. How much are they?
They said the blackboards. But I can tell you, say Enura, Finance Minister Manhyia, phase 2 of a national digitization project. As part of that contract in the next 6 years, every school in the country, 27,000 and something schools in the country, basically, you remember, every school, 1 computer laboratory with 50 computers. Near my teacher, the also computer with a standard curriculum to boost our ICT credentials. Edra. Conforming we see assembly plant under the 1 district 1 factory hall to assemble devices to ensure this. How about Papa no? Come you can say Madam Fia or control they were board so the IBM for the computer for you know check the computer it's a teacher for the people down to say we have a project that we call the National Digitalization Project. Equipping every school there. But ultimately every teacher will get a laptop.
But I send you.
The face is coming. Sabi. Then you see our party our friend.
Menyanya party.
One friend.
Menyanya party.
Me friend Wama.
Na.
So yeah, oh dear.
Na.
For say the new tea.
Na po.
Kwame one friend.
Manya party.
Me team be na get na no cry.
Now you get any room way.
Now so uba code no aba bi. Ti be room. Kwame me the crowd will say one city that afebako na dako
Debbie
o planning and now two susu and now turn no one kakra gradu say be bad am no jina na o tal bi akwabi wa ejina shed na si o ba bi apako card me say the month cause that day be show me we show was the boy e bo ani get yi na jina yi wa so akwaro say the time I don't know what this is so do see the way they break oh na po che we ba say that here
yeah
it be be adako
yeah
but the corner you first the chese agrobe di franopa o hwede na nado fie na waya ma teacher for the schools see a course near to Abama MPP na say the dan na onion is no say ayeka ajigon apaska ye hwe wie ye the exact change am na ehu say nyame ye baako ye use the cray baako nyame ye baako near the boss as so yakopɔ representative that number 1
na po
order number 1 come on to say I go to Abana that number 1 Kwame se fakai Kwame se
Matthew Nana Opoku Prempeh
and now busa the question na Kwame se Kwame se fakai can you abandon me na me down na we wo so go no aka we ka se bi nyimiti okay Kwame se fakai
yes that
so strange me we wiem no say nyame kukuku oye baako that will suffer for nyame representative the number 1 eya ya papa se tuoni onaba akoko adim fa bienu ko akire We can't do that. We can't do that. Kwame, a Juma and another year in fear 9. You started democratic dispensation in 1992. No 4-year government has done that.
You're sure about that?
In 4 years before Nanado, you done 4 years, Kwame. Cholera Kunipa 241 cry 2015. Opoku here. You so flow, you to two. You university at the students in there, Kasabuncha, Kadiaka, as they do in 4 years, Kwame. I do nani them the video will be at covered by a so free. Covered by a change a new crew. Covered by a take Kadiaso. Now also pay we. Not the free SHS car. Not the one district, one first job. That constituency behind the ambulance. Now see. And I do quote also go the those people road go be for.
Yeah.
And what they catch a Ghana contractor for say contractor no see no. Ghana phone call don't go at the contract 2 years the road
Kanazo.
And that's the Osaka way. Look what we Burkina Faso. Kanazo no be at J Ford. Expedition. It's a big Ghana for 2 years. Kwame, oh, say, many brands, some of the Canada.
My name, ya bon come off a fair. And my dear Nema. And they say, come on, I fine. And my dear Nema. And my dear Nema. You say, I bon come, and then so say, Bounce and come on, I fine. Just a teacher, be your friend, I love you. Also, you can't walk. There be, you don't know what trust, your church transfer grant to. Oh, can't look. Nabo, you didn't come off fine. Can cray? And I say I can't cray. No crack a crab you. Ya can't cray. No crack a crab you also can say. President John Mama and I no booticha for. And now the Danko Kufado. Well, booticha for she said about the whole world to be a ranking Ghana the second. And no person be can. Only Maso Kofi Juma. There be Kofi Ghana. Kofi Ghana. I say I'm not surprised Napo is doing great. It's in the blood. He used to be my cousin. Why wouldn't maybe some no call? We need your bro. Napo, yeah, that's an opinion. Yamisha Bunina. Quabi, I do my own, no. Yadi be the one test it. What's the hammer? Baby, bring a back, baby, bring a back, but you are quite a man, you didn't cry. And you're saying to me, it is a cave that can't cry. I could be to reach that platform to catch it and say, you do compare, no chat trophy, no chat trophy, now can hey, I am put on the eddy. I am put on the eddy. Also free such as a collapsing economy. Also on the after the Bible private school. Public school quiet you do. Also a collapsing economy. Now the private school there they collapse there. Over some we have not can do pass half of him. I'm telling you. Yes, we are born come off but Conti spirit be by intimate uncle. We're gonna send you a Dr. Sylvester change if you say the Conti spirit is coming, let him go. Now, boy, that's it. Time check 12 minutes to 10 o'clock. Peace 104.3.